It's time. What's going on, everybody? At that, I am Hunter Hero for the Safcast with Glum over to the Broncos at Texans. As you can see, a little bit of a different layout over from the past couple streams. That will hopefully be a staple over for the next. I'm hoping over for forever, but we will see. Got the game time dicker here, and then we have over for the other games layout over here. I'm very, very happy with that. Honestly, it looks nice. It looks amazing. I'm probably gonna put it over in the description over for people to also use over for their own streams as well, because honestly, watching over for Urinating Tree last night over for the World Series Game 7, I needed to because I was just at work and I'm just like, please, who's gonna fucking win this game? Oh, I think I might have to make a video over for that game's over the entire series over for the World Series, because my God, it was a great series, but my God, Toronto blew it, man. They had such a great opportunity to win the game multiple times. It was their big name players that came out big. One platoon guy that came out great and Clement, and then fucking nobody else would get the hits going except Jimenez, that decided to fucking run his mouth though when he got hit by a pitch. Obviously, it wasn't on purpose. Like, what are you thinking in that situation? He wasn't trying to hit him on purpose in a game like that. But that's just me personally. I'm happy regardless. It doesn't really matter because, again, Rockies fan. Can't really see it anymore because of the score. Of the score. But anyways, I'm happy. I got my Bo Nix jersey. This is the first modern day Broncos jersey I've bought in a long time that I'm actually wearing. Now you might say, what's up with the Sertan jersey over there? Well, that one in particular is, I never worn it. I never ever wore it. I actually just got that jersey over for just to autograph. I never ever wore that jersey, and I just got that jersey just to get autographed. So, nonetheless, as far as the numbers are compared here over for Denver and Houston, pretty similar numbers. Bo has just a slight better passer rating and also passing yards and touchdowns. Same amount of interceptions, though, but CJ Stroud is definitely making a comeback over for this season. J.K. Dobbins is most definitely the more seasoned of running backs. Nick Chubb, though. Nick Chubb's fucking awesome. I loved him when he was in Cleveland. And then Cortland Sutton, obviously, better veteran. And Benito and Anderson. That's going to be an interesting defensive pairing up over for them. And then Singleton and Lassiter. But anyways, here we go. Kick is on the way. It's going to be over for Texans ball, starting off over on the half. Received right over on the 1 yard line. It's going to be over on the 20, 25, 30. Breaks over for a couple tackles and gets down over by the 35, 36. All right, here comes CJ Stroud. After a great outing over from last week, we will see what he can do today at home in Houston. Also, midday coffee, as much as I need it. My goodness. All right, ball starting over on their own 36. The ball is hiked. It is going to be handoff up the gut. And Nick Chubb's going to give out 2 over for that start. Let's stay. Very, very nice. Let's see. What am I expecting over for today? Well, unfortunately, obviously, since Sertan's going to be out probably this week and probably next week. Let's see. Let's go with a prediction. Let's do a scenario over for both Texans and Broncos for either who wins. Real quick, I'll give it after this play. Stroud's over in shotgun, snaps it off, getting pressure. Ball's going to get tipped. Oh, they're going to call reffing. They will not on Singleton. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Anyways, if Houston wins, I'm going to say Houston wins. I'm going to say by a field goal. I'm going to say 24-21. If the Broncos win, and if I'm expecting over for a great performance again by Knicks, I'm going to probably say I'm going to say 31-20. Yeah, 31-21. And gets over for a nice half stack. Up, I lose connection for a quick moment. And he gets over for the first down. Very, very nice. So again, we're going to go down 24-21 for if Houston wins. And we're going to go for 31-21 for the Broncos win. All right. Houston with a new set of downs. Gets it down over, still in their little area, still going down over for the 47. And he's going to hand it off over for Chubb again. Chubb gets stuffed over for a 1-yard carry. Not much of a run game going on over here. Not much trickery that they're really revealing over against the Broncos. Let's see. So real quick, I just want to also say, now that tomorrow it will be the first day that MLB players will technically go on free agency, I want to make a video over for who the Rockies should pick up in free agency. Bo Bichette, wink, 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 wink. And then also for a quick recap and also just like we get stuffed in the line of scrimmage again. It's going to be, oh my gosh, 3rd and 8. All right. And then again, just a quick assessment over for basically the World Series, because I'm a little disappointed in Toronto for the fact that they had so many opportunities to go ahead and just absolutely win this series, both in Game 6 and also Game 7. But I don't know. I don't want to really say choke, but it's kind of leaning over towards choke. All right, 19 goes in motion over for Houston. Benito goes down over for some pressure. He's going to get the catch. That's going down over for about a 15-yard carry or gain over for Christian Kirk. And that's going to be over. New set of downs over for Houston. They're in Denver territory. Christian Kirk, dude, I fucking loved him when he was with Arizona, man. I don't know. I thought he was a great weapon over for Murray. But oh well, fucking he's in a shittier situation now than he was last year, in my opinion. All right, new set of downs. Stroud goes in motion. He's looking. He's gonna get sacked. All right, that gets over for, try to get over at least 1 yard on that carry, but nothing much there when your entire offensive line collapses in on themselves. See, Cincy's already taken over for a touchdown lead. Holy shit. What is going on with this lady here? All right, Stroud. Looking over. And he's going to go ahead and get Hutchinson over for about an 8-yard gain. It's to be 3rd and 2. Greenlaw back in after that 1-game suspension for telling that ref what he fucking thinks about his officiating. Personally, I kind of agree with Greenlaw, because I'm like, damn, that fucking up was a piece of shit, in my personal opinion. But hey, that's why I'm only a spectator. Schultz goes in motion. Stroud going over for a quick pass. He's not going to get the first down. Very, very good coverage on Jones. All right, let's see. Are they going to go for it? I'm not seeing any of the Texans getting over onto the sideline now. Yep, it looks like they're going to go for it. All right, here we go. Fourth down conversions for the season. The Texans have been 8 for 12. They are ranked 10th in the NFL. All right, it's going to be 4th and 2. Going. Looking. And he's going to get Kirk. It's going to be over for a first down. Gets it right there. They needed to go tight coverage. Just not tight enough. He was wide open. Dang. All right, time is still winding down. 8:57 left over in the first quarter. And he's going to go ahead and hand it off. With that, a much better starting run here. Going about 5 yards over for Chubb. Oh, no, that's Markets. My bad. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Marks over in the backfield. Fake handoff. Stroud looking, and he's going to go ahead and just level it down. And it's going to be over for an incomplete pass. 3rd and 5. Yeah, Stroud, he couldn't fucking help him out over on that play. Like, ooh. All right, 3rd and 5. They're definitely in field goal range, so they're going to at least get 3 on this drive. And Stroud gets the ball, getting pressured. He's going to get sacked over at the Denver 34. That's going to be the 37th sack over for the Denver Broncos. That's going to be on Allen for the sack. Very, very nice. See, now that's who I want for an autograph signing. If I was going to get a fucking football, I would like to get an O-line ball over for the Denver Broncos, or the defensive line over for the Denver Broncos. My apologies. All right, it's going to make it over for a 51 attempt. Over for Mr. Fairbanks. And he's going to shake it right. Oh, we still got a tied game. All right. Well, that sack did not help none much. That definitely would have been a field goal over for the Texans if they actually didn't get sacked. All right, we still got a 0-0 game. All right. Very, very nice over for the Denver Broncos defense. Is there a dog up here? No, there is not. I am going to close my door. The Capital One Bank guy. Fuck you, Derek Jeter. I like A-Rod better. Oh, man. Oh, my God. The Giants take the fucking first. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe that the Giants actually took over for the first one, and then New England, yeah, that's to be expected against Atlanta, and then Tennessee against LA, jeez, and then Cincy or Chicago, and still nothing over for Indianapolis and Pittsburgh. Oh my nose. I need a fucking humidifier, dude. Yep, that poor guy, Mr. Fairbairn. Oh, we didn't even get to see the fucking kickoff? Fucking stupid. Come on, Fox Sports. You gotta be better than that. What a catch by Sutton! Oh my gosh. They're gonna call that incomplete bullshit. Garbage. Garbage. No, I understand why. All right, here we go, Bo. Second down, second down. We are over at our own 41. Great field positioning. I would say go for a run right now. Come on, get Dobbins in here. Get Dobbins. Gonna hitch it over to Dobbins. Up the gut. Gets over for some yards. He's gonna go about 8. Very nice. Oh, for a nice 8-yard run over for JK. Right now, we're doing pretty good offensively. I mean, the most passing yards over for we're 10th, and then over for running yards, we're 9th. Really, really happy with that. All right, Bo over in shotgun. Going over for 3rd and 2, and we're going to get it. That's going to be Dobbins over for another 4-yard gain. We're going to get a new set of downs. Woof. Woof. Very nice. That's what we needed. We just waited over for an open lane, and then we got it. Happy days. All right, over in Texans territory, over at their 47. We're going to go ahead and let Dobbins run it again. Goes on the outside, takes it over for the right, and he's going to get himself over the first down and an extra 3. Very nice. He's going to get himself at least, probably, if we're lucky, over to the 40. Mercedes Lewis. Very nice. Let's see that big guy. All right, Bo over in shotgun again. The ball is snapped. He's going to go long. Aww. He was looking at Franklin, but Franklin just held up way too much. Should we say he overthrowed it? Ooh, Justin Jefferson with the nice over the back catch. He caught it like he's handsome Squidward. All right. 2nd and 10. And Nick's back over into shotgun. And looking over for Harvey. Harvey's going to get himself over for about 4 yards. Excuse me. Jeez. All right, here we go. With that, it is going to be 3rd and 8. Bo back in shotgun. Bryant goes in motion. Snap is off. Nick's looking over the mid. Oh. That was, oh my gosh. That was a weird throw. It's like he held onto it too long. Like, the release point should be right here, but he threw it like right here. So that was, so he kind of underthrew it. And Lutz is going to go down over for a 51-yard attempt himself. Snap is off, kick is up, and it's going to be blocked! Oh my goodness! Holy crap, another block! That's going to be a block kick! I can't believe it, the game is still 0-0. Good job. Ow. Autry with the block. Holy crap. What's up? What's up, Terry Crews? My God, I don't remember seeing this many blocked field goal attempts in a long time. Or even like ever. Like, special teams is evolving. They're indeed evolving. And I love it. I love that special teams is evolving. They're getting better. They're getting more recognition. It's not just like 1 or 2 plays that they're recognized for. It's multiple. And honestly, to be fair, I haven't watched football as encased as I have, say, baseball and hockey. Like, same thing with basketball. I never really cared much over for basketball or football. Probably like 3 years ago. Like, I would watch it like over at bars and like over at friends' house, and always the Super Bowl. But now I'm just like, yeah, now's a good time to probably be a like 3 years ago was probably a good time to become over for a football and a basketball fan. Definitely during over for the Denver Nuggets when we won the championship back in 23. Yeah, 23 because the Avs won in 22. Also, funny story. When I went over to my first playoff game for the Avalanche was back in 22 when I went to Game 5 against St. Louis. That video is actually up on my channel over for when St. Louis actually got the game-winning goal, and I was like, "This sucks." So yeah, that's out on my channel. So that's lovely. Okay, for that is going to be over at the Texans 41. And Stroud fakes the handoff. Looking over, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Damn. What was our guys doing? He was just fucking staying down there. Like, what the hell? Oh, well. All right, 2nd and 10. That's going to be over a blitz. And that's going to be a... No! And he gets a pass through! Getting through over on the right side, and they're going to get caught up. Holy crap, they're over at the Denver 12. What a freaking catch and run. Oh my gosh, and Singleton blew that coverage. Whew. Schultz with the 47-yard run. Holy crap. All right, over at the Denver 12. Stroud hands it off up the middle. That's going to be Chubb. And he's going to get about 3 yards over on that carry. 2nd and 7. Oh my goodness. We have the best defense over for red zone defense, and the Houston has second to worst offense in the red zone. So this is going to be interesting to watch, as they are already at our own 8 with 6 yards to go for the first down. All right, CJ. Ball snap, looking around, getting pressured. He doesn't have a lot of time. Oh no! Oh, and there's going to be a flag. Good hit. I don't think it's just going to be right before over for the first down marker. Let's see what the laundry's for. Also, sorry, I forgot to put this in my pants. Ooh, it's going to be against us. Holding against 22. That's going to be against Jones. Damn. So they're going to be around the 1. Yep, that's a hold. That's a hold. Jesus Christ, we've had the most penalties and also most penalty yards against us. That's terrible defense. Or not even defense, this is terrible fucking discipline. All right, it's going to be 1st and goal over for the Texans. Right over on the Denver 1. And it's going to be right up the gut. He's going to get stopped over at the line of scrimmage. Hufunga and Greenlaw over for the combined stop over on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 1 again. Or 2nd and goal again, I'm sorry. Boom. Great job. I wonder if they're just going to QB sneak this one, because obviously I think they just lost some yardage over on that play. Or just like barely. They've lost some inches, I should say. And going over for another one. Will he get through? All right, it's going to be inside the 1. Good job over on Denver's defense. Able to sniff out that stop. That's going to be over for a fullback power. Trying to get right through. Oh my gosh. And it was Greenlaw that stopped him. He had a fucking sizable gap. But no, Greenlaw said, "You can eat my shoulder pad." All right, they're like 3rd and inches. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And it's going to be short again. Holy crap. Great defense from the Broncos. Holy crap, man. Whew. 3 straight fucking 1st and goal. Oh, wait, they're going for it. Again, 3 and inches, 4th and inches. And that's going to be a false start. There's going to be another shit flag. That's going to be false start on the offense. That's fucking huge, dude. Yep, I see it. Left guard. All right, here comes Fairbairn over for the field goal. He should chip shot this one. All right, 23-yard attempt. Pretty damn easy. And yep, that's going to be good. Very nice. Good job on the Denver defense right there. Technically 3 straight stops over for fucking just on the 1 yard line and denies them over for the touchdown. Absolute great job on the defense. All right. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Fox. Thank you. We actually get to watch a fucking kickoff for the Broncos. Thank you so much. You're too kind. All right, 4 seconds left. After this return, this should probably do it for the first. And it's going to be retained over at the end zone for a touchback. All right, we will get it back over at our own 35. Here comes Mr. Nix. These these fucking graphics are killing me. All right, 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Nix under center. Puts down over for 5 under. Oh, that's going to be over for Dobbins. Dobbins is going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Okay. Everybody loves beef. Bro, Toy Story explained by an idiot. Dude, I cannot wait to watch this video. I love that it's just fucking Matthew McConaughey dressed up as fucking Woody. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's take a look at some of these scores real quick. So Tampa Bay and Utah, yeah, they haven't started yet. So Atlanta and New England are now tied before the end of the first. Very nice. Chargers and Tennessee are now tied. 4 minutes remaining on the first. Chicago and Cincinnati. Cincinnati's 10-7. Very nice. Indiana takes over or Indianapolis, sorry, 7-0. And then San Fran ties it up with New York. It's Hamtaro time. Kush, 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 kush. Hamtaro. Oh my God, what is this lady talking about? Look at these season ticket holders. Oh, it's a fucking, it's a scratch ticket. Okay. All right, 2nd and 10. That Nick's under center. Up, audible, audible. 10 seconds left over on the play clock. Looking back to throw. Goes over for a long one. Oh, incomplete. No flag, and there shouldn't be a flag. Good coverage there over for the Texans. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good play. All right, 3rd and 10. All right, come on, Bo. We don't need anything long. We just need something completed. You're 0 for 4 right now. Oh, my goodness. And the pass rush breaks up the screen. Why would you screen in that situation, Sean? You don't. Sean Payton and the screens, man. 2nd quarter. It's all right. Crawshaw's going to go out for punting. And kick is up. Going all the way down is going to be caught over at the 20. Oh my gosh! And Christian Kirk doesn't even fair catch that. Skinner going down over for the tackle. That's going to go back over to the Texans 18. Oh my goodness. That was terrible. All right, here comes Stroud. Oh, nope. It's going to be over at their own 21, so they're not going to count over for the loss of yards on that one. All right, and with that, it's going to be tackled over, about 2-yard gain. Is that Chubb, or is that... No, that's Marks. All right, 2nd and 8. 10 seconds left over on the play clock. And Stroud looking to throw. Looking, fakes it. Looking back over. I don't think he had both feet in. And that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 8. Yeah, the offensive line, man, they're absolutely fucking killing them right now. We are killing their offensive line. Come 3rd quarter, we will start sacking them like crazy. All right, 3rd and 8. Stroud over in shotgun. Kirk goes down over for motion. And he's going to go up the gut over for that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and there's going to be a flag. They're going to say roughing the passer? Uh-oh, Tomlinson's absolutely pissed, understandably so. I don't know. Let's see. I want to see over for this play real quick. I need to see like a replay because holy fuck, dude. Stroud is down. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So, yeah, it's going to be rough on the passer, but... Oh, no. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he didn't, like, absolutely launch himself. It was just more like a fall. And he didn't even, like, contact anything with his head. It was shoulder on chest. Look, I've seen a lot of fucking hits on quarterbacks when they're going down. That is probably not even close to the hardest one I've ever seen. But, yeah, no, the unfortunate part is that Stroud is down. You know, you don't want to see that, obviously. I don't know. No, they're going to take a break. I think, oh my gosh. I think Stroud might be out of this game, unfortunately. Jeez. Shit. All that brings is nothing good, too, dude, because now the defense wants to kill fucking Bo. Oh, man. All right. Well, we'll see if Stroud stays in the game, but he's on the ground for fucking ever. All right. Stroud's going to go ahead and walk off over on the field. Yep, so no penalty. All right. With that, it's going to be over for a kick, and it's going to be taken over at our 5. Looking over on the right-hand side, he's still up and in. It's going to be probably about the 14th over for the Denver side. Yep. So textbook hit. Unfortunately, Stroud, he slid way too late over for that play. And by the time that he decided to already try to slide, our guy already tried to fucking put down the hit. So there's not much he could really do as far as trying to peel off. But the good news is we didn't hit his head. We didn't hit anything over for above the shoulder, which is the rule. So he stayed within the rules. So that was a good hit. Nick's looking, and he's going to go, oh, that's intentional grounding. Ooh, is it going to be a hold instead? Wait, where's my flag at? Where's my flag? God damn it. Oh, there it is. Flag. I should keep a flag counter up. There you go. What are we? What's this taking forever for? What's it taking forever for? What the fuck is the flag for? Oh no! And Stroud's gonna be taken to the locker room. Shit. So holding in intentional grounding, so it's gonna offset over for the penalties. If it was more towards him, I understand, but it was way too far over for that throw, so understandable. Still 1st and 10. And he's going to be over for a screen. And Franklin's going to break through, but he's only going to get an extra 2 over on that yardage. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 8. All right, 10 seconds left over on the play clock. Bo is in shotgun. Franklin goes in motion. And fakes off the handoff. And he's going long again. That's going to be intercepted. That's going to be Bullock over for Houston again. Oh my gosh, dude. Denver's doing too much. They're doing an unnecessary amount of too much over on these plays. Stop going for the long ball. Hit something short. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's not good. Dang it. Nope. Jeez, man. Jeez. Jeez. Oh, yeah. Shit. Thursday, we're playing fucking the Raiders. I won't be able to call that game, though. That's a hell of a name right there. Henry Oto'o. I don't know what the hell Bo was seeing right there. All right, here we go. Texans going to take it over there at their own 49. And here comes Hill. And that one's going to be just a bit high. It's going to be incomplete, 2nd and 10. Or, sorry, not Hills, Mills. All right, 5th season. With a 62.5 completion percentage, with 61, 89 yards, with 35 touchdowns, 25 interceptions. Eh. To be fair, that's how Bo Nix is playing right now, so eh. All right, 2nd and 10. 10 seconds left over on the play clock. Mills goes over in motion. What a catch for Collins. That's going to be over for a 15-yard gain and a new set of downs. Great catch skills. Good throw, better catch. Woof. And that's going to be over against Riley Moss's coverage. All right, so that's going to be over in Denver territory, over to about the 35. Let's see, that's going to be, 35. Or no, that'd be 25. And that's going to be over for a run. Over for Chubb, gets himself about 8 yards on that carry. Yeah, that's what fucking Sean Payton should be doing. Let's get a fucking run game going instead of trying to throw it fucking 35 yards over. 2nd and 2. Mills hands it off again. And it looks like they're going to get the first down over on that carry. Let's see. Yep, that's going to be a new set of downs. Ah, shit. All right, red zone coverage time. Here we go. Let's see. How many fucking yards does Nix even have? He has 3 yards? You fucking serious? All right, Mills hands it off again. And that's going to be stuffed over for a 2-yard carry. All right, 2nd and 7. Looking over, it's going to be Mills and shotgun with Chubb. And he's looking to throw. Gets it over the middle. He's going to catch over for Collins. Collins trying to reach over for the end zone. Cannot. All right, that's going to be 1st and 2. Oh, my goodness. Holy crap, the backup's making Bo Nix look like a 3rd string. And they're going to try to QB sneak it. Mills can't even he could barely even get going. He can't even jump up that much. All right, that's going to be 2nd and goal still. 2 away over for the end zone. Come on, Vance Joseph. Stop over for this offense now, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, Mills. Over. Collins gets it. Oh, and he's going to be down, but there's going to be over a flag. Looks like holding on the defense. Holding on the offense, I'm sorry. That's going to be on Hutchinson. On Barron. Yep, that's a hold. All right, what's that going to be? 2nd and 7? Nope, that's going to be 2nd and 12. Holy shit, that's a 10-yard penalty. Here comes Mills. Oh, for another one. Oh, that tackle looked disgusting on Allen. Holy crap. Hold on, there's some extracurriculums happening. Oh, shit. Yep, and that's, Yep, Marks now is down, dude. He took a huge hit on that one. Oh man, Allen took his ankle, wrapped it, and then I think it was another one of the Broncos defenders that just like hugged him. His fucking helmet is like right here, so he's just like scorpioning right on a fucking defender over for the Broncos. I'm like, Jesus. Oop, shit. All right. Oh, I need to see something better from Sean Payton this next drive. I'm not even expecting anything from Bo. It's just like I need to see some life in our offense. Yep, Woody Marks is going to go ahead and get walked off. All right, here comes Mills. 3rd and 11 now. Audible. Mills looking to throw. He's getting pressure. He's going to get sacked. That's going to be over at their own 23. Holy schmo, it's all over again. Shoo. That's going to be on Cooper. Cooper with the sack. Cooper. All right, 41-yard attempt. And that's going to be straight down the pipe. There's going to be over for 6-0 Texans. All right, I need to see some freaking offense now. Every time I watch that ad, man, I swear I always laugh. Do 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 do. Ugh. Ooh, ask more of your phone. The Google AI Pixel 10. Over for the first 4 possessions over for the Texans has been a missed field goal, a punt, and a field goal. Marks getting some icy hot. He might be coming back into this game. All right, come on. We need a good fucking. We need a good return. Come on. Come on. Come on, damn it. I don't want to lose to the goddamn 3-4 goddamn Houston Texans. Kick is up. We are going to get it over at the 4. Going over at the 20, 25, and going to get stopped over at the 30 for Harvey. Ooh, boy. All right, Sean, can we run the fucking ball? Okay, Bo's in shotgun, and he's all by himself. And he's going to be over. Sweat throw, thank God! Holy crap, we actually get a first down on the first play. Let's go. That's all we needed. Troutman with the carry. Gets himself, let's see, what was that? Oh, about the 45? Let's see, 45. No, he gets stopped over at the Houston 49. Bo again, all by himself over in. Oh, throw it. Oh my gosh, they're going to call. Nope, not intentional grounding. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Oh my god, Nix is like, hey, that fucker was right there, goddammit. All right, 2nd and 10. I would like to see a run, please. All right, Bo has Dobbins. He's going to be, oh, never mind, that's going to be Harvey. He's going for a pitch over on the right, and that's going to be about a 4-yard gain over on the right-hand side. That's going to be over to the 45. Oh, boy. All right, 3rd and 7. 14 seconds left over on the play clock. All right, so far for 3rd down conversions, we are 1 for 3. That 83 goes in motion. Ball has been hicked off. It's going to be over for a nice throw. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be Bandy. Very, very nice. So that's going to be a new set of downs. That's all we needed. That's all we need. It's just nice short throws, and then we can open up the defense. That's all we need. All right, 10 seconds left over on the play clock. 5:14 left in the 2nd quarter. With that, there goes Franklin. Over in motion. Fakes off the handoff. Looking. Throws it long. Oh my gosh, great coverage there. That's going to be over Stingley. Dude, that was an amazing coverage right there over on the Texans. All right, Panthers lead Packers 7-3. Oh my gosh, he absolutely swatted it down, dude. If Franklin was just a little bit taller, he would have gotten that. All right, 2nd and 10. Over at the Texans 30. Bo in the pocket. Throwing! Oh, and he overthrowed it, dude! That was for Ingram. Oh, Bo, you got to set your feet. Oh, oh my God, he was wide open too. All right, 3rd and 10. I get that we're in fucking field goal range, but we got to get a touchdown. All right, Bo going for another heaver. That's going to be Sutton for a touchdown. Oh my gosh. He's like, no, I'm not going to overthrow this one. Here comes over for this absolute masterpiece of a throw and a great catch over for Cortland Sutton. We tie it up for now. Let's see if we can get the extra point. Oh, amazing. Whew. And the kick is up and good. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna throw up. Ah. Man, I am still in shock over for that. Oh my gosh. There's gonna be so many highlights. Holy crap, it's gonna take me forever to fucking having to friggin' like convulge and fucking make over for it. Oh man. Whew. That's great, dude. 7-6. Let's go. Pittsburgh takes the lead over Indianapolis. San Fran takes over the lead way more over against New York. Yep, we just took the lead against Houston. And then over for that Tampa Bay and Utah hasn't started yet. And New England is killing the Atlanta Falcons right now. And Chargers and Tennessee is actually putting out a pretty good game so far. Chicago's beating Cincinnati right now by 1 point. Love that. Pittsburgh 14-7. Love it. Oh my god, it's Brock Sampson. All right, guys, settle down, settle down. All right. And it's going to be over for the kickoff, over for the Texans. Here comes Lutz. The kick is up and is going to be obtained over at the 3. Taken across the 20, 25, stuffed over at the 26, 27. Let's see. Is there any injury update over for Stroud and Marks? All right. Here comes Mills. Fakes hitch. And that's going to be over for a catch. But Hufunga with the stuff. That's going to be maybe a yard or two if they're lucky. Nice job on Hufunga. Powers through that. And it's going to be 2nd and 8. Looking over Mills. Throws it over the middle. Oh! Collins gets a big hit. Yeah, that's going to be a flag. That Collins took a big shot to the head. That was against Jones. Yeah, most likely that's going to be over for an intention or unnecessary roughness. Yep. Yep. Yep, that's. Ugh. Yep, shoulder pad straight to the fucking head, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if it didn't get the fucking knocked his sense out of his head, yeah, that's the reason why he fucking fell down. All right, over at the Denver 41, Mills goes over for carry. Oh my God, is that Marks? That is Marks. Oh my goodness, he's back in this game. That's going to be over for about a 2 yard gain. Oh, 1 yard gain, my apologies. All right, second and 9. Texas cycle left over for the play clock. Mills looking through. 5-man rush, pressure coming through, gives it to Kirk. And that's going to be over for about a 4 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 4. All right, with that, about 250 left over in the second. Let's see how Mills wants to run over for this play. Mills over in shotgun. Ball is snapped. Looking right up the middle. Jesus Christ, why are we playing zone in that coverage? That's going to be over for a first down, an extra 2. And again, new set of downs over for the Texans. And that's going to be timeout Denver. Teddy. Teddy, get in that friggin' help her out. Help a woman out. Name a woman. Name a woman. Dude, Mills is 6 for 7 with 64 yards already in this game. That's fucking crazy. It's crazy. All right, ball at the Denver 29, 2:20 left. Mills sends over 14 in motion. Ball is snapped. Looking over for some pressure. Oh, almost picked off by Hufunga. Oh my God, you got that Philip Lindsay-esque hair, man. Benito, man, he was like, I'm going to pressurize this man. I'm going to pressurize this man. All right, second 10. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 2:14 left in the second quarter. Still over at the Denver 29. Ball is high. And he's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage as marks by Franklin Myers. And that's going to bring it down to the 2-minute warning. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some water. This is how we do it. it's not going to be enough yardage. Holy schmo. 4th down and a blow pop. Now, what are we thinking if we are the Texans? Are we going for it? Because Denver gets the ball after the half. And Denver's going to use a timeout. And it's away, yeah. Oh, I didn't even make it close. That's fine. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, the field goal team's going to come around. All right, here we go. 4th and 1, and they're going to go for the field goal. Just so they can get ahead of this game. Kiami Fierbiern. Yeah. And kick is... Oh, dude, that was close, but they ended up getting it through. Very, very nice. Let's see. We got Dak Prescott, Saquon Barkley, and Christian McCaffrey over for the Lowe's peoples. Very nice. All right, the kick is up. It's going to be returned over at the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. All right, here comes Bo. It's going to be taken over at their own 35. Waiting over. Play clock has to restart because I'm like, what the fuck is this official waiting for? What? He's in the fucking end zone when he gets the fucking ball. Oh my God, ref. Bullshit. Bo looks, throws over the middle. That's going to be over for Bidet over at the 31st. I'm calling a fucking ref ball on that one. That is bullshit. Watch your ears.
You fucking idiot. You do this. You do this. You got no fantasy.
All right, taking over at the Denver 32. Bo looking to throw again. He's going to heave it long. Franklin, I don't think he gets both feet in. No, he does not. All right, 2nd and 10. That was going to be fucking incredible catch if he did. Yep, first foot wasn't even in bounds. I was in. All right, 2nd and 10. We only got one timeout, but we got a minute 23 to play with. Lutz is getting warmed up. Shit, dude, we got to gain up about 35 yards now. All right, Bo. Pass back. Slow. That is not the time for a screen. Sean, get your head and your headset out of your ass. God damn, like, what are we covering here? They got 2 fucking guys blocking out of 5 that are already getting through the scrimmage. Oh, wow, and the Texans are going to take a timeout. Holy schmo. Some of this fucking play call I am not happy with. Especially during the first quarter. All right, Bo and shotgun, 3rd and 16. Now we're going to gain about 45 more yards. And he's already getting scrambled. He's going to get it out of the pocket. Oh, no. And a flag. Illegal forward pass. Yeah, I knew it because fucking both of his feet were past the line of scrimmage. Dude, why are we not why are we not targeting Sutton? Strother. Or not Strother. What am I thinking? I'm thinking NFL or NBA. Jesus Christ. I can't. I got no words. I got no fucking words over for that. That was just terrible play calling over for the Broncos. I'm mad about that. Jesus Christ. One of these days I will make this flag yellow, but for now it'll be white. Oh. Just give me the gum. Oh, look at that, Jerry Jones. Oh no, Mr. Bradley Cooper. I think football definitely helps when it comes over for trying to sell food. All right, here we go. All right. First pass was incomplete. It's going to be over for 2nd and 10. Over at the Texans 34. Oh, here comes Allen again. And that ball, unfortunately, is going to be almost impossible to catch. It's now going to be over for 3rd and 10. Dude, Allen is playing kick ass right now. All right, 3rd and 10. Mills over in shotgun. He's going to get over a screen. And no yardage gains over that. That's going to be over for 4th down. Oh my gosh. They're going to be about 2 yards lost. And that's going to be over for the final timeout over for Denver. So far, we've been playing pretty damn good defense. Now we need our offense to go ahead and shine finally. We've only gotten a glimmer at best. All right. Townsend over for the punt. And he's going to get it off. That's going to be a towering kick. That's going to be... Oh, it's muffed! Oh, no! Ah! You just let it roll, man. You just let it roll. And they're in field goal range, and they're at our own 30, and they got 2 timeouts. Oh, my apologies. 39 seconds. Fuck me, dude. All right, Mills over in shotgun. And that's going to be over a quick slant over for Hutchinson's. Get it over for, what is that going to be? It looks like the 25. It's going to be another timeout on the Texans. Hey, what's up, Fox peoples? Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston. Daryl Johnston looking fucking old, dude. He looking like Jerry Jones old. All right, taking over at the Denver 25. Mills over in shotgun, looking to pass again. Oh, for another quick one. And it's going to be over for Collins. He's going to get over for the first down and an extra 4. All right, they're looking to go down for the hurry-up offense. Oh, fuck, and that's Allen who's down. Fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? Shit! All right, let's see. So he's right over in center. All right, let's see. Oh, shit. Yep. It's Marks that lays over for the little nudge block. Allen's up, and it looks like he's going to walk off the field. All right. All right. Denver defense, you're kicking these fuckers' ass. I've lost pleasantries now. It's just fucking, I'm kicking ass now. There's no pleasantries now. There's just, you're going to kick their fucking ass. All right, 1st and 10. Over at the Denver 22. Or my apologies, that's going to be over at the 18. That's going to be a sack right there. That's what you want to see. Hell yeah. Tillman with the sack. Oh my God, that was that was almost a near fucking fatal injury that could have taken place. He could have Joe Theismann his ass. All right, here comes. It's gonna be over for the kick on. He's gonna try to lead this over for 12 points. Let's see. There's going to be a 40-yard attempt. Let's see what we can do. Block field goal. Get a block field goal. Come on, Broncos. Nope, not even close. And again, that's going to be a squeaker, but it's going to squeak by 12-7. All right. Denver's going to start over for the half at the 3rd quarter. Oh, boy. I am totally not happy about this fucking effort right now. Ugh. Oh man. Okay, unfortunately, during halftime, I don't really have much to talk about. Unfortunately, other than defense is what's keeping us in this game. Offense is unfortunately been abysmal. But again, we've seen this over in fourth quarter comebacks over for Bo. I don't want that to be another thing to happen over for tonight's game because my God, we should already be over in the fact that we should be from top to bottom pretty complete game. I'm Drake May. Wait, what's your name? I'm Drake May. Yeah, we established that. But why are you here for MVP voting? Because I'm Drake May. Man, Joe Flacco, he's up there with like Fitzpatrick over for fucking amazing journeyman quarterbacks. Ay, ay, ay. Edelman looks fucking great, honestly, over on the show. Honestly, I'm like, my goodness, you must know like Tom Brady's guy or something. The Moderna shot.
Huh. Ah, shit, dude.
How many rushing attempts do we have? Also, hold on. I'm just gonna fucking. We have 4 carries with Dobbins. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Sutton needs to be in this game more, dude. All right. Here we go. Kick is underway. And it's going to be taken over at the 3. It's going to be returned over at the 20. And probably taken off over at the 24. Yeah, they need to find more balance. Yeah, but you throw the ball fucking shorter. Stop going for fucking 35 plus fucking yard coverages. It's fucking stupid. All right, so Stroud's out indefinitely. All right, Knicks under center. 10 seconds left. Audibles. And it's going to be over for a run on Dobbins. Dobbins getting over through, and it's going to be about a 9-yard carry. That's what I like to see. Finally, can we get some running going? No fucking hitches. No fucking bullshit. Just fucking let him run the ball. Golly. No fooling. None of that shit. All right, 2nd and 1. And gives it off over to the fullback just to get over for the first down. Very nice. Hey. All right, shut my gum. All right, 10 seconds left over on the play clock. Bo, shotgun. Gonna get Franklin over in motion. And gonna be for the fake handoff. Oh my gosh, what was he thinking? And he's gonna get sacked at the line of scrimmage by Anderson. Probably a loss of 1 as he goes into the fucking line. What was he thinking? He gets himself into pressure. Okay. 2nd and 12. And it's going to be another run over for Dobbins. Dobbins gets himself about another 4, so we'll be over for 3rd and 8.
All right. Nick's shotgun again. And it's going to be snapped over. Looking over. It's going to be pass interference. Oh, it's not. Ah, come on. No, that's good coverage. The fuck is that curl? Why didn't he slant over? Come on. Cross shot, gonna go down over for the punt now. Gets it off. And it's gonna be obtained over at their 8. A lot of Broncos players coming through. Oh, he's gonna get a couple blocks. Getting through. And he's gonna be set down. I have no idea where that is. That was a great. Oh my goodness. That was a great return. Let's see. Goes over the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And he's going to be brought down over to the Broncos 48. So with that, it's going to be a 40-yard receive. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a 45-yard return. Jesus Christ. How much is... Houston has a 72% percentage over for ESPN.com saying that they're going to win this game. Ah! Okay. Man. Makes me want to start drinking. Well, at this point, I gotta kind of rely on the defense. Hopefully, we can get a pick. Now that Stroud is not the quarterback at the moment, I gotta hope over for backup mistakes. All right, here comes Mills. Again, they're going to be over at the Denver 47. That, going to hand it off over to Chubb. Chubb breaks a tackle. And that's going to be about a 4-yard gain. All right, 2nd and 6. Mills under center. And it's going to be faking the handoff. Gets a throw. That's going to be over for, was that Cooper? No, it's Hutchinson. All right. With that, it's going to be over for a 15-yard gain. right, so let's see. So Stroud's out for the concussion, Howard's out for concussion, and Christian Harris is out over for a shin. Oh my goodness. We're now over at the Denver 24. That's going to be over for another run for Chubb. And that's going to be another 4-yard carry. Holy fuck, dude. Mills has more fucking yards than Bo Nix. I get it's only the third quarter, but holy fuck, dude. All right, 2nd and 6. That Kirk is going to take over for the fake. He's running out of room, and that's going to be over for a 3-yard loss. Going to be 3rd and 9. Oh, that's my apologies. That's Noel. 14 is Noel. 13 is Kirk. All right, Mills going under shotgun. 5 seconds left. Goes for an audible. Ball is hiked. Going over the middle. And that one's going to be batted up. And it's incomplete. Ooh, Schultz had a good chance on it. For some reason, he thought he had just one hand on it. All right, another field goal attempt. Going to be 41 yards. Fairbairn has basically put on every single fucking point over for the Texans today. And that one's been the best one for the day. That's going to be over for 15-7. All right. So we need to go for 2 once we get an opportunity for a touchdown. Holy shit, I just seen you in the medical room. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's kind of funny, but not funny. Ugh. Johnny Knoxville will be the one under Fear Factor now. I like that. I like that. All right, going down over for the kickoff return again. 6 out of the 8 drives ended inside Denver's 35-yard line. Not bad. 5 for 6 field goal made. Damn, dude. They could have fucking had 18 points. Kick is up, and it's going to be taken over at the Denver 5. It's going to be taken across the 20, 25, 30, and will be brought down over to the 33. All right. Bo under shotgun. Gonna go ahead and let Dobbins run it, and he's gonna get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That was an interesting formation over for that offense. That's really weird. I got 7 guys up front, Bo in the middle, and then 9, 10, and then 11 in the back. That was really weird. All right. 2nd and 10. Franklin goes in motion. Oh. Why are you doing trickery? No trickery. You can't trick this fucking defense. Third and long. Not the ball. Come on. Oh my goodness. And here comes the punting team again. Crawshaw. And it's going to be over for another punts off. And it'll be taken over at the 18. Stumbles for a moment. Gets it through. Looking. He's going to go horizontal. Now he's going backwards. Now he goes a little bit forward. And he's going to be over to their own 25. And it'll be a flag. Number 48 of the kicking team. God damn it. Fraboni. They're calling that a late hit out of bounds. Interesting. Flag. think over for the next break. I'm gonna go brush my teeth real quick. My teeth feel all grimy for some reason. That CGI is some fucking terrible work of art. I feel like if someone was crying out blood, their eyes would be stupid red. But again, it's just a drama. All right, here we go again. It's going to be over for Mills and Shotgun. They're going to be taking it at their own 44 for the Texans. That's going to be over for another run over for Marks. My apologies. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 4 now. Hell yeah, bro. He's like, I'm Woody. With that, Mark's going over again. Ooh, that's going to be a hard hit. And he's up and going. That's going to be over for about 2-yard gain. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. All right. Mills over in shotgun by himself. Oh, that's going to be touched down from Randy. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, that was a joke. That's going to be brought down by Moss with the swat. It's going to be 4th and 2. Very, very nice. Great coverage. Didn't overdo it. And now it's going to be over for a punt over for the Texans. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. He's all fired up. He looks like fucking Scattaboo with hair. At that, kick is underway. Going down for a fair catch. And that's going to be taken over at the 12. All right. Very nice. 7:15 is going to be over for the Texans. 5:28 left over in the 3rd quarter. Excuse me. Ah. Powered by Gouda. And we're not talking about the cheese. Throw a flag at you. What the hell is that fucking Kardashian in a fucking TV show? My gosh, I smell Botox from here. All right, so far, Bo has completed 7 of his 19 pass attempts. He's gotten 81 yards with a touchdown and an interception. Let me show you something. All right, over at the Denver 12. Here we go. That's going to be a run over on Dobbins. Cuts through. He's going to get himself at least over for another first down. Let's go. Oh, I know. My apologies. We're just short. I thought that was over for the first down, but I guess not. It's going to be 2nd and 2. 5 minutes remaining over for the third quarter. If I was the Broncos, do I run or do I throw? Well, Bo Nix over in shotgun. Oh my goodness, we're going to let it run. Oh my gosh, he only gets 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, dude. Petrie almost fucking killed Bo if Bo kept a hold of that ball. All right, 3rd and inches. And we're going to hand it off again. Push the man, push the man. Ah, and they stuffed him. Ah, come on. And we're going to punt it? Oh my God, it's 4th and inches. Jesus Christ. That kick's going to be over towards the 18, and that's going to be taken off over to the 12. Nice coffin kick. Ugh. 4:09 remaining over in the third. Oh, my apologies. It's going to be 2:53 remaining over in the third. Ball is going to be over at the Texans 12. Here comes Mills again. Over in shotgun. Ball's going to be snapped, and that's going to be over for Chubb, who's going to get stopped over at the line of scrimmage. Was that Benito? J.J. McCarthy. He's going to be over for a rushing touchdown. All right. Freaking Lions and Lions and Vikings, my apologies, have a game going. Mills looks over the middle and overthrows it over for Hutchinson. All right, 39. We're in great territory, and Allen is back out. All right. Mills snaps the ball over in shotgun. Here comes Bonito! Bonito again! He's going to throw it! Oh, and it's going to be just before the 20, but he's going to be short of the first down marker. Holy crap, dude. Bonito has been absolutely killing this offensive line. Oh my goodness. Still short, but great throw from Mills. And now we got great field positioning now for the Denver Broncos. Now that the Texans have to punt over at their own 19. The kick is up, and we will receive it for a fair catch at our own 37. All right, a minute 19 left over in the third. Bo's got to show me some fucking leverage now. All right, come on, Bo. I need to see some fucking life. Last drive, he didn't even have any attempts on throwing. With that, fakes the handoff. Looking far. He's got it over for... it's going to be Franklin. Going down over for about a 14-yard gain right there. Happy days. All right. Clock is still ticking. A minute left over in the third. Yeah, Franklin gets it over the 50, and now it's over in Texans territory. 45 remaining left in the third. Over at the Texans, 47. The ball is snapped. Nix goes over for a quick throw, and he's going to get himself about a gain of 3. Again, it's going to be Franklin. I have not seen a lot of action over for Sutton. And we're going to go down over for hurry-up offense. Oh, no, we will not. Okay. 10 seconds left over in the third. Are we going to run out the quarter? We... the fuck are we doing? Sean! I would like to see one more play before the start of the fourth. Whatever. Jesus. All right, show me that fourth quarter Denver fucking magic. I would like to see a magical moment here. And if it's a Bo Picks, I'm going to be upset. Oh, man. Oh, man. Where the hell is Sutton at, man? Ugh. All right, we're down by a touchdown and one. Or two, my apologies. Oh my God, the Texans are right behind us for point differentials in the fourth quarter. All right, Bo snaps, getting pressure, and he's going to throw it away. I'm so sad he doesn't have the run it fucking written on the top of his goddamn playbook. All right. Over at the Texans, 40 was looks like 44. And that's going to be timeout over on the Texans. The Texans quarterback's like, what the fuck, man? Why the hell is your dumbass over on the goddamn field, man? All right, here we go. The Broncos 3-0 when trailing at the start of the fourth quarter. Best in the NFL. We'll see if we can do it again. Do it again. We will do it again. And we will be fantastic. 3rd and 7. Here we go. Come on now. All right. Snap is off. Pressured. Oh, it's going to be Bryant. Are we going to be just short? Oh, what is it? Is it first down or not? It's a first down. Okay. With that, Bo's going to snap it off again. That's going to be Franklin pushed out of bounds. It's going to be over for a gain of 8. There you go. Bryant, again with a nice, simple catch over for a short route. 2nd and 2. 10 seconds left over on the play clock. Bo and shotgun again. And it's going to be a handoff on Dobbins. Dobbins going on the outside. Stays on his feet. He's going to get at most 1 yard. That's going to be 3rd and 1. All right, it's going to be 3rd and inches. Franklin going to go over for it, and he's going to get the first down. Happy days. More trickery. All right, Bo, again over in shotgun. Going down with 3 receivers. Looking to throw. He's looking a little far. That's going to be for Harvey for a touchdown. Holy crap. All right, we needed that. Holy. All right, we got to go for 2. All right, here we go. Nick's looking, floats one. That's going to be it. There we go. Out of pay for Franklin. Let's go, and this game is tied. Whew. Let's go. Ugh. Let me double check real quick. What time is the Chiefs game? What's that? 2:25. They're at Buffalo. All right, nice job. All right, the kick is up, and it'll be taken over at the Texans 5. Taken over for the 20, 25, and it's going to be taken down over at the 27. Henry Otoa Toa. That's such a kick-ass name, dude. I love that name. All right. Ball is going to be taken over at their... Oh, wow. That's going to be taken over at the 29 instead for the Texans. Here comes Mills. That's going to be... Pass fake. Taken over to their tight end. And that's going to be about a 5-yard gain. "12 minutes left over in the fourth quarter. It'll be 2nd and 5. And Mills goes over for a quick pass. And that's going to be over for a first down and about an extra 5. All right, new set of downs over for the Texans. That's going to be over at their own 48 still. And it's going to be over for a fake handoff. Mills going deep. Oh my God! And Hufanga almost had another interception. Oh, my apologies. Not another. He had a second attempt for an interception, and he couldn't keep a hold of it. Great coverage, but it just squirts out of his hands, dude. It just spurt. I'm gonna stop saying words now. All right, 2nd and 10. And play clock is at 0. Happy days. Delay a game. Happy days. How many opportunities that Hufanga's had over for interceptions? He needs to come down with one of these now, dude. All right. 2nd and 15. A little bit of pressure. And there's going to be a flag. Ooh, illegal shift on the offense. Gonna be 3rd and long for the Texans. All right, here we go. Mills again for the shotgun. The snap is off. Looking straight over the middle. He's going to be overthrown over to Christian Kirk. 4th and 15. They're going to bring out the punt team. Woof. All right. And the snap is off. Punt is away. And it's going to be taken over at the 9. And it's going to be tackled over at the 18. Okay, here we go. So far, we are first in the AFC with a 6-2 record, and right behind us is the Chargers and Chiefs with 5-3. All right, we will take a ball over at our own 20. That bow and shotgun snaps and is given over to Dobbins. Dobbins goes over for about a yard, maybe two. And he will put down for two. All right. Again, bow over and shotgun. Getting pressured immediately. Looking to handle it down the field. No! Oh my gosh! That was almost an interception. Holy crap. All right, 3rd and 8. Bo again in shotgun, getting pressured. Oh my God! Why would you throw it to Frank or Ingram? The fuck that he had nowhere to go. Oh my gosh! Bo is being a little too itchy over for the ball. He's just gonna have to let the play kind of play out because holy shit, dude. That's gonna be another flag. All right, is that receiving or is that kicking? Looks like it's gonna be on the kicking team. What the fuck's the foul? Why are they taking forever for this shit? Okay, so holding over on Denver. That's a hold. That's a hold. Okay. Golly, man. I thought the fucking Cowboys were going to be a harder team, but no, the Texans have showed me that, damn. Ugh. I can definitely see how I can make that into a nice meme. Hands off driving. That sounds so stupid. All right. Texans offense back on the field again. 9:46 left and over in the fourth quarter. They are taking it over at their own 36. That's going to be over for another run. Over for Chubb. And Chubb's going to get himself over for a first down. And it's going to be another flag. Holding on the offense. Again on Hutchinson. All right. It's going to be 1st and 14. 9:25 left over in the fourth again. And it's going to be another run. Jesus Christ, get him down! My gosh. That. Packers just got it over for a touchdown. Very nice. Tom Grassi's happy about that one. All right, that's going to be over for a 7-yard gain over for Chubb, or for Marks over for that run. It's going to be 2nd and 7. And Christian Kirk goes over in motion. And it's going to be Marks again over for a nice pass. And that's going to be... It's going to be Schultz. Yeah, Schultz. Over for that catch and run. Over for a nice 5-yard carry. All right, 3rd and 3. Marks again. Going over for shotgun. Christian Kirk in shotgun. Oh, Hufanga. Big hit. And that's going to be not enough. That's going to be over for 4th down now. Nice job for Hufanga. And the punt team's coming back over for the Texans. And the snap is off. Kick is up. And it's going to be over for a couple blocks. Is it going to make it? Oh, no. That's going to be inside the Denver 5. Uh-oh. Ooh, he may have touched it while his foot was on the end zone. Let's see. 11 flakes it back. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. They got to play it frame by frame. It looks like he did touch it. Yep, it looks like he did indeed touch it. All right, it's going to be a touchback over at the Denver 25. Whew. All right, taking back over for the Denver 20. All right, Knicks and Dobbins over in the back. And it's going to be over for a fake handoff. Giving over for the tight end. That's going to be over for about a 4-yard gain. $6.50 remaining over in the fourth. 2nd and 6 coming up. And it's going to be Bo all by himself over in the shotgun. And he's going to get the snap off just in time. Bo looking deep. Oh, no! And Cortland Sutton had his hands on it. Oh, my gosh. And that was maybe the third look that Sutton's had all day. Let's see. I can't see if 29 got a hand on that one or not. All right, 3rd and 6. We got to at least get to the first down. Nick's looking. Throws it over. Oh, my gosh. And he overthrew it over to Sutton. Golly, dude. Let's see. Bo. No, he didn't even throw it. I don't know. There's no way that Bo would be able to fucking get that online over to friggin' Sutton. Sutton was in perfect area. Oh, that one's going to be bounced over to the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. Damn it. Looking over for a coffin kick. Absolutely blowing these drives. Alrighty. Mills over for shotgun with Chubb. And he's going to fake handoff over to Chubb. Looking. And he's going to go ahead and slide off over to Singleton. And that's going to be over for about a 5-yard gain. San Francisco beat the Giants. It was so far, Utah is beating Tampa Bay. New England beat Atlanta 24-23. Geez. With that, Mills giving it over. And that's going to be stuffed over in the line of scrimmage over for Chubb. Chicago's completely destroying Cincinnati. And Pittsburgh is beating Indiana. Or Indianapolis, Jesus Christ. All right, 3rd and 4. Be fake handoff. Batted away by Allen. Let's go. Dude, Allen's done everything this game, dude. He is the player of the game in my books. All right, punt team again over for the Texans. 4:49 remaining over in the 4th. That looking over. And that's going to be bounced over in the end zone for another touchback. All right, points per game. So far, the Texans have been first, yards first, and then for the Broncos, 3rd downs first, and opponent's completion percentage first. All righty. Let's see. Again, 3 timeouts to Texans 2. Here comes Bo again. 4:40 remaining. That Bo looking over for a slant over. Gets over for Harvey for about a gain of 4. All right, 2nd and 7. Over at the Denver 24. Cortland Sutton lining up on the high slot. Bo again looking to air it. Gives it over to Harvey again. And he's going to get over for the 1st down or an extra 5. He's going to get down over to about the 35. All right, if I was Denver, just let the fucking clock run. Just got to let the clock run. No way, dude. Carolina beats Green Bay. LA beats the Tennessee Titans, and it looks like Chicago's going to make easy pickings against Cincinnati. And Pittsburgh looks like they're going to beat Indiana, or Indianapolis, and you stop saying that. San Fran beat New York. All right, really, this is the only game that's left over that's still interesting. All right, going to be over for a fake handoff for Bo. Oh my God, why would Bo give it over to Harvey like that? That was a suicide and a half pass. Jesus Christ, dude. Bo Nix, terrible idea to throw over to Dobbins for that. All right. 3:05 remaining, 2nd and 12. He's going to give it off over to Harv. Oh, no, it's going to be over for Dobbins. Dobbins again gets stuffed over at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give us one. 3rd and long. Third down conversions were 5 for 13. The Texans have been 3 for 16. All right. 2:20, 5 seconds left on the play clock. They got to hurry up. Snap it. Snap it. Oh, that's going to be a flag. Oh, where we go? We got a first down, but they're not going to call that over for freaking delay a game. All right, we're going to take that out to the 2-minute warning. Oh, baby. That's going to be over for Bryant right over the middle. So, at this point, we're going to just go ahead and run the ball for the first down so Houston can burn a timeout. What the hell are up with those fucking phones? They look like Toshiba were still making phones. Will Lutz is the special team player of the month. Very nice. All right. We are over on our side, still over at our 48. New set of downs, 2 minutes remaining. And Nick's looking over for an RPO, and he's going to fall down for about a 1-yard gain. And the Texans are not going to take a timeout. Oh, 2nd and 8. My apologies. Wait, did the Texans finally take their timeout? Denver's going to take it. Why are we taking a timeout? Ah, jeez. Okay. All right, minute 32 left. 2nd and 8. Bo going down over 4. Shotgun. He's going to be the only one in the back. Snap is off. Pressure coming. Bo looking over on the right. He's going to go ahead and throw it out. Oh my goodness. Why the fuck did we call a timeout? Third and 8. We basically need a first down at this point if we're going to be over in like first down territory. Or if we're going to be in field goal territory. My apologies. 2 seconds left. Gets it off in time. Again, no coverage over for Bo. Oh my God. Why are we putting Bo as the only one in shotgun? Why? Why do we have 4 receivers going down the field when we have to know that there's going to be 5 guys going to go after Bo? Terrible play calling here from Sean. Punt is up. And that's going to be a fair catch. And that's going to be over at the 13. Oh my goodness, dude. Mills is going to go for something fucking crazy on this drive. All right. They're going to be at their own 13, a minute 14 left. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Mills going down. And it was going to go for Christian Kirk, but he overthrew it. It's going to be over for 2nd and 10 now. All right, again, Mills looking over. And he's going to get over for Higgins for about 5 yards on that throw. Oh, that's going to stop the clock as well. 1:05 remaining, 3rd and 6. All right, here we go. Mills needs to get it first on this one. Looking deep. He's going to get nailed, and that's going to be over an incompletion. 4th and 6. Again, Allen kicking ass today. All right. It's going to be over for a punt inside the Texans 20. The ball's sailing, and it's going to be caught over at the Denver 28. And it's going to be tackled over at the 30. Oh, cool. So we do get it to the 35 instead. My apologies. $50 remaining. 15-15. We are at our own 36. And he's going to give it off over to Harvey. Harvey going to get it over about a 3-yard gain, and it goes out of bounds, stops the clock at 44. All right, 2nd and 7. 10 seconds left over on the play clock. Harvey to the left of Bo. Snap is off. Looking over. Great coverage. Bo going to go ahead and run with it. He gets over to the 50, 45, 40, and he's going to go ahead and step out of bounds. He's going to get over to at least the 35. Great job by Bo to pick that up. All right. Now we're at the Houston 36. 35 seconds remaining. At this point, we're going for a run play. We're going to have Houston go ahead and take over for a timeout. And Dobbins going to get even more. He's going to get at least 1 yard before the first down. And Houston's going to use a timeout. Atta babe, JK. All right, 2nd and 1. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Nick's under center. Nick's going to go ahead and give it over to Dobbins. Dobbins going to fall over on the first down marker. With that, it's going to be a new set of downs, and the Texans are going to take a timeout. And now Denver's just going to try to get into a good field goal position over for Lutz. Ball is going to be over at the Houston 25 now. New set of downs for Denver. All right, Knicks is going to be shotgun with, it looks like Harvey. And no, Bo's going to go ahead and run it himself over on the left-hand side. Get over for the 20 over to the 15. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and wait over for Sean Payton to wait over for the timeout. And timeout at 3 seconds remaining. All right, Lutz. Win us the game. Oh, man. All right, 19-yard attempt. Or my apologies, a 34-yard attempt. And the kick is up, and it is good. Denver will win this game. It will become 7-2, but there is a flag. Okay, with that, field goal's good. That's the end of the game. Denver wins 18-15. 7-2. Whew. All right. We've done it. 7-2. With that, nothing but defense for both sides of the field. With that, we are going to go ahead and see you guys over on Thursday. Actually, I won't be able to see you guys on Thursday. I'm going to be working that night. But with that, thank you so much for joining me over for this awesome game. Expect over for shorts and also a complete game highlights over for tonight's game. I am Hunter. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.